Hey guys, I just wanted to share this video today. This is Reefer Explain. My name's Lee. Welcome back to the channel. Please guys, like, subscribe, and give me some feedback if you like this kind of video on the tips and tricks of a protein skimmer. It's mainly on this Deltec, and I'll just explain why, what I've been doing wrong, and maybe that it's my fault. I'm not sure, but let's just go from there. So the first things first is inside the description of this video there will be a description of how to dial the protein skimmer in, and it's not myself that's written this, it's from a company, but trust me guys, you're going to want to read it and go through it, and it really does help. It helped me dial this in. Without it I was completely lost. So the first thing is they'll tell you that open up the gate valve, so anti-clockwise will bring the plug basically up. Okay, you can see there's the level hole. Okay, and so I've done this as high as, well, pretty much as possible. Then what I did was I set the pump speed to around 5 or 6. Now I'm on level 6 now because that's my sweet spot for my bioload, and you just need to play around with that. But I know most people stick between 5 and 6. If you've got a bigger tank than 100 gallons, I would say, this is a 69 gallon, then you could probably run straight at 10, and most people will tell you just ramp it up to 10, but just see what happens. So ramp it up to 10 if you want. Make sure the gate is completely closed, and I'm sitting in a water depth, just so you know, of around 19.5 inches. They recommend this Deltec between 15 and 25 centimeters. So for instance, we're around just over 7.5 inches. So that gives you some idea of where between 7.5 inches I'm running in the water depth and where the gate is. So the gate is pretty much completely open all the way to the top. And now on the water level pipe, you can see this here. I'm just going to zoom in for you. So you see that line there, the black line that says water level. That's the minimum that Deltec put this pipe on, and the maximum is here. So I had the water level between here, here and here. It made no difference, and basically what was happening was inside this first neck I was getting micro bubbles, but really fine micro bubbles. You couldn't see like this foam, and then here it was bursting like a pot of water basically. If I raised the water level even higher and fed the tank, it would just overflow and then just keep overflowing into this cup and just causing a mess. Now you can see that I'm getting super thick foam. It's working perfectly. If it drops for any reason, it just basically means that I don't have enough nutrients in the system anymore to be pulling anything out. And that's what I've learned with this protein skimmer, and I think most protein skimmers will stop obviously skimming to the point where the level will drop if there's nothing in there to skim. So, but because I've just fed this tank about 2 hours ago, and I've just siphoned out a load of stuff into a sock and turned the pump back on, you can see that it's brought loads of stuff back out of the tank, and I've just literally cleaned this cup, so you can see that it is working. So anti-clockwise all the way open that, I'm going to say open, let's just open it all the way up. So you're bringing this all the way up, then set your pump speed to let's just say level 5, and see how you get on, and then you'll see that it will start to build up foam and it will raise, and this is exactly what you want. I don't know what water level on that tube is about from Deltec. I'm really confused. I've seen other people running it halfway and at the top, just before it hits this pipe, and theirs working perfectly fine. It could just be to do with the water level that you're running in your sump, but this is a standard sump from Redsea, and so I can't change this water level, and so this is under 8 inches, and I know that some people run skimmers in a sump of 9 to 12 inches, depending on the protein skimmer as well. I know bubble magnets do that. So guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up or thumbs down. Please like, subscribe, and see in the comments as well, there is a description on how to dial the protein skimmer in, and you're going to thank me for it, because I've seen a lot of people on Reef to Reef having this problem with boiling pots of water and skimmers not working. I literally opened this all the way up, okay, not ignoring that pipe completely. It was throwing me way off. I couldn't understand what was going on. And then set your pump speed on your Deltec to level 5 or 6, depending on your stock load. If you've got a lot of fish, I've got 7 fish now, but I did have 4 if you've got a lot of fish and you've got a bigger tank than a 69 gallon, then you could ramp it up to level 8 or 10, just whack it up, but make sure it's open, and you'll see how much foam you want. The foam to be nice and consistent in that neck, and then you want it to be breaking around just at the top here, and then it should bring out the thick kind of foam, depending on what you want. But for me, I want it kind of thick as possible. But when it comes in there, it's more of a yellow green kind of color, and it's not really a dark skin mate or anything like that. So guys, if you take away anything from this video, it's that I've dialed this in now, and it's just taking a little bit of time, but thank God I was ready to buy a new skimmer, and saved me a lot of aggro and money in the long run. I think DC skimmers, they're supposed to be a lot more easier, but there's a lot more to deal with. You've got the dial in, you've got the pump speed. It's not just like a normal AC skimmer you just plug in and just leave and walk away, and just just use that little gate valve they've got on the bubble magnets or whatever you're using. You can see exactly what you're doing. You can see the water level inside the tube, but as you can see, mine is running underneath, way underneath that black line. So just shows you, maybe I wasn't reading the instructions, but from everyone else I saw, they were running in that, between that black line. So I'm a little bit confused. I wish more people would talk about these protein skimmers and what pump speed they're using. They do these videos, they don't tell you what pump speed they're running at. They don't seem to be understanding why you're running at a certain pump speed. The pump speed is to increase the bubbles. The oxygen basically in the bubbles is the same thing pretty much, and from that will then pull out what nutrients you've got in your system. So for me to run at level 10 to be stupid, because I don't have that much stock in the system, and then what will happen is this will just constantly overflow, and I don't want that. I want a steady stream. So level 5 or 6 for my size tank and my size stocking is perfect. So I hope that, guys, helps you. As I said, it's just a short video, and please hit that bell, like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.